Hello, 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 everyone. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. Gonna be getting going here in just a second. I'm trying to get all the behind the scenes stuff done here. I was attempting something new today. When am I not? And it didn't quite go very well. So we're gonna forget that we did that and just move on. Let's see here. Almost ready here. Trying to get the game loaded up now. So how have y'all been? I hope y'all had a good Easter weekend if you celebrate. Family, husband, and kiddo and I all went to some families for brunch and lots of fun hanging out time. So that of course meant no stream, and it wasn't until I got home that evening at about almost 9 o'clock that I realized that I had not actually posted a message saying there was going to be no stream. And I was like, oops. So I am sorry about that. Alrighty. I think we are all correct on all of the different streams now. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't change all of my stuff and I have to go in and manually do it. But let's get the diorama map loaded in here. Diorama. Lavender. I think that's the one we were working with. Cross our fingers and toes that it comes up and we don't have a crash on us. Because it keeps doing that to me lately. Yes, we do have the right map. Now let's get into game. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, I hope y'all can hear me. Let's make sure the microphone came on today. Accidentally started streaming the other day and forgot to turn the mic on for a second. Would have been a not so cool thing to have not known that for a little while. So now I'll be all paranoid about it for a while and try and not double check. All right. So what were we working on last time? Oh, we were working on the dam over here. And we were working on, we have 11.2 days left in a drought here. We did get this all in, so that is helping keep that hydrated. We started pulling some buildings to the other side here and getting some warehouses set up. Okay. Right. I think we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to double time it. We've got the beavers set on 22 hours. I don't think that's necessary, so let's pull them down. How are we looking on food? We've got 1.1k in water. Food, we have a K. All right. Looks like we were continuing the work of the storage tower. We did put in a couple of coffee bushes over here so that we can just slowly start filling up some warehouses with that. And then when it comes time for us to actually need the coffee, we will have the coffee. We've got mangrove fruits coming in. I think we can cancel the forester now, because that is not needed. The mangroves are all planted. Don't we have some? Oh no. We just have regular floodgates here. Okay. And we are just like slowly inching that down, I think. Oh, that doesn't work out exceedingly well now, does it? We need some sluices in there. Definitely need some sluices in there. Okay. We do have that guy continuing to pump a little bit. I would like to see... We should have the statistics mod. I would like to see... How much water we're actually going through compared to how much we have there. We did start getting these ones over here filled, so that's a good thing. Alrighty, we could open up. We don't have any available people. We have 11 beds open, 2 baby beavers. Oh, and we are iron teeth. I forgot about that. Iron teeth. Alright. So we're gonna have to be a little bit more judicious in our use of the breeding pod. I am just not very good at keeping an even keel on the breeding pods. I'm not quite certain why. I just am not. That's all metal. We don't have anyone working in the metal, in the scrapper shack right now. So that's okay. All right. We would like to get rid of some of these guys, which means that we need to start forcing water elsewhere if we want to be able to start kicking some of this out. I don't like all of these sitting here. We might also think about pulling... I'm not certain. This map is so small. So small. That I can't always tell what is going on. Whoops. I just accidentally clicked off my screen and made all of my chat boxes disappear. I really need another monitor. So that I could have like my chat boxes on one screen and my OBS on another, and then my game on my laptop. That would be like make life so easier. I think I need to buy a splitter and another monitor to make all my dreams come true. Alrighty. So these are all cassava. These are all corn, which we are just gathering and storing. And then we've got the kohlrabi. We've got the mangrove. We do have our one little fermenter here running on the cassava. What are we missing here? Smelter. Building needs power. Do I not have? No, all four of those are running. Okay. Bigger, more efficient wheel. Can we even fit? No, we can't even fit one of those in there. In order to do that, we would have to pull all of that out, which we're not gonna do. Can we fit a big one up here? No, not really. Why not? Why is it? Oh, I guess it's got to come up a block in order to do that. I don't think there's enough flow out of there to do that. So it doesn't really... Doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay. All right, so I think we need to probably... Oh, these are already set to supply. I was thinking we could just set those to supply and they would... Let's, do we have haulers? We don't have any haulers at the moment. That's not good. Okay, what other jobs do we have? Lumberjack flag. Another lumberjack flag. Okay. I don't think it's anything that's burned the world down here. Let's go ahead and pause. Hold on a second here. I just realized something. Still have 8.1 days here. And we are still looking at 1K water, although now we're starting to see a depletion. 43 days to depletion. I think we're probably okay there. I think we are okay there. Hello. How are you today? Welcome on into the stream. Excuse me a second while I try and get all my chat boxes in the right place. They keep moving on me today. All right. Now that we are away from the wheels over here, it's a little less noisy. They are still working on this guy. We're getting close though. Planks, what are we looking at for planks? We have 225, so we have no reason to not get that done. We are still though looking at no haulers, so that's part of our problem. We do have this guy still pumping water here. Let's, can we? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We try and dual stream on, YouTube and Twitch. So if you have a preferred place to watch, we do have that. How are you enjoying the series so far? I know the beginning was a little heart-wrenching at times, but hey, kind of think that's what happens when you play hard mode sometimes in Timberborn. I do want some dynamite. I want to take this out, but we got a little bit before we get to that point in this map. A little bit of a point before we get to that map. I would also like some dirt. I would like some terrain blocks so that we could build up another tier of tree farming. That would make this just beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, I think are still looking at, yeah, we still have 8 jobs open. 4 of them, of course, is this guy. We do have that guy running. We're gonna end up running out of power with that though soon. So we're gonna need to be heading towards the engine. That's so many gears and so much metal. That's why we need to get this guy running and get these warehouses starting to get full. And then we'll be in a little better shape though. Ah, are you talking about Friday's episode or today's episode? Because today one came out as well. I generally do Friday sometime in the afternoon, and then Sunday sometime in the morning afternoon. So if you missed Fridays, now you got 2 to watch. Although we're at that point where it's kind of starting to get a little hard to fit everything in. But I've had several people say that they don't like the time lapses when you see that. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. I do appreciate hearing that. All right. So I did open another pod. I don't want to open the 4th one though, because last time we did that we ended up with a mass die-off. 26 from today. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we need to decide what we're actually going to accomplish beyond trying to shuffle some of these guys to big tanks and figuring out what our next step is. We have plenty of housing, so we don't have to worry about that. We've got a while yet. No haulers means those are not getting full, so they're having to hike water a little further away for these guys. A beaver is injured. Oh, do we have medical beds? We have a couple. They apparently have high popularity, so maybe we need to think about making some more medical beds. All right, what else do we have well-being wise that we can afford to do? We did get the double showers in up here, and we have one down here, so we have that. And we have the scratching post here and here. We got a couple of those. We do have the tooth grinder over here. Swimming pool. How are we gonna fit a swimming pool in here? How big is a swimming pool? Maybe we could put a swimming pool up in here, but it would end up half the time without any water in it. If we had some dynamite, we could take out that couple little blocks and put it in there, but we don't have that either. They are chugging to town here on these guys. We need the metal so that we can get the sluice block to stick in here and make this not quite so dangerous when we add water to the area. So we don't keep flooding everything. Really hard to see. Oh, now we're to the point where there's not enough water left in there, I think. We're equalizing and that's it. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so we need to put the next row on the back here. So we'll go ahead and we will do that. Let's go. How are you today? Welcome on in. I saw you pop up on my one chat box out of the corner of my eye there, dude. Yeah, I do agree we could put one in there. The only problem is going to be that we will end up with it being dry part of the time. We could stair step them, put one up here and then put another one down here. I don't think it would work. You can't overlap them. We could do like we did up here and just add in another little section. Oh, I forgot we started storing logs back there. Ooh. Can you tell it's been a couple of weeks since we played here? Good gosh. Oops, that one doesn't have a path. You just need a platform for the pool by the mangroves. Oh, you mean right there if we put a platform in. I gotcha. Will that still let us get access to it? It will. It will. All right, let's do that. Do we have enough science for that is the actual question. How much is that? 250. Yes, we do. Shall we make some happy beavers? I think we'll make some happy beavers. And just for the sake of ease, I am going to do that. And then we will go ahead and... Okay, how did that beaver go down those stairs that aren't even made yet? Did anyone see that? Or am I just going crazy? Was he coming from the mangroves and just walked across the path I had just made? I might be crazy and just seeing things, but... Oh. I always forget that these beavers do not have, like, the little contemplation point. Maybe we just stick another one of these here after they're done with their little swim. They can, get a good back scrubbing. I vote for a bad water pool party. Let's not and say we didn't. Because we don't have decontamination pods yet. It'll be a while before we get to there too. Have we contaminated any beavers in this one? I cannot remember. I don't think we have. I think we came really close once. But we didn't actually, like, make anybody sick. All right. We have a lot that we were asking them to do. I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and destroy these, but I don't really want to do it unless we have the ability to start a new big tank before we do that. We have 3.5 days. We still have 54 days worth of water. That seems like a pretty high amount, but hey, could be. That is on 0. Those are all the way up. We're getting a little low here. Let's pause this guy for a minute. We'll let him come back. We don't want to dry out our mangroves. Reminds me of the pool parties in Budapest. Oh gosh. I mean, my first bad tide in the game, I accidentally, contaminated 70% of my, oh no. Then they're done that. When you're like, yeah, this is fine. And then all of a sudden you realize, no, it's not fine. A lot of that was bad water. If you get hundreds of 20-something-year-olds in a pool, oh, yeah, I can understand, yeah. Oh, that doesn't even, oh. The mom in me wants to say, get out of that pool real darn fast, Esco. Real darn fast. Ugh. The thought of that. All right. We are going to... I'm half tempted to stick a couple of dams in there to try and stop the flooding issue. Ooh. We're out of water. We still have 2 days. Did we put in a fluid dump? No, we didn't end up putting in a fluid dump. I'm kind of creeped out by the thought of your pool party now, Esco. Thank you for sharing. Not. We have plenty of water. That's not the problem. The problem is that we don't have a fluid dump, which we should have put in long ago. I am thinking. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Honestly, we've got 6 days, so we have enough days that that we should be fine there without a problem. All of our other crops, though, that's the problem. That's why we have a problem. Is all of this stuff that is dying. It's a tourist thing, not for me. Yeah. I kind of understand why it wouldn't be for you. All right, we also are going to need to high prioritize a person into that. Oh, I bet you, yep, too far from the path. Okay. I think, do we have ladders? We do have ladders. I think we are going to start a ladder brigade right here. It'll cut some time off of them walking as well. And we can go like that. Bing, bang, boom. Good to go. If you put in fluid dump, you need dams after it. I don't really want dams after it because I need it to help keep this hydrated. If I put in fluid dumps, then it's just gonna, I mean, if I put in dams, it's gonna keep it from the area that I actually need it in. Just put a path, don't need ladders. I know, but I'm cutting some time off of their trip. So, you know, this guy, he's gonna pump some water. We'll get enough water for it to kind of start flowing this way a little bit and pick back up on our crops over here. If I had been thinking earlier, it would have been a case where I could have just splashed a couple of times and been done with it. I think because it's not gonna, that's not gonna go out any, no. We're almost there anyways. It's fine. I wish the folktales had a tubeway instead of only zip lines and updates. Finding it tough to plan transit throughout the map when you can only link 2 connections to it. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. You can collect multiple tubeways into a station, but you can only connect 2 on the zip lines. Is that, I haven't gotten to either one of those in any of my playthroughs as of right now. And I haven't futzed with them. I like to like organically get to that point and make all the mistakes on camera so that newbies can see what not to do. Or people who just like to see someone fail. But I don't understand why tubeways can have more connections than zip lines can. Although if you have watched JC the Beard, I haven't been watching very much TV lately. I've been super busy IRL. And so I've let JC the Beard kind of lapse on me. And I know that at one point he had like connected a whole bunch of tube-way stations. So they all came in together and it's like that was one tubeway then. So I don't know if that's something that actually works or if he just had something work like that for him. I don't know, but I was like, ooh, I can't wait till we get to those to try that. Okay, so that kind of, it got us to at least to here. So we're not drying out all our crops and losing production there. That's what we need that for. As long as our crops get a little bit more hydrated. That's all I really need. Alrighty. Okay. And we'll just shut him off once the water comes back. Because that'll make it all good. But we just don't want to lose our crops. If we lose all our crops. My current playthrough is on one of the beginner maps, but it's a big map. I just unlocked the zip lines and hope to make a mega highway intersection from my main district to my industry stuff. But as it seems now, I need zip line stations for each of the directions I want to go in. Yeah, I don't quite understand why Iron Teeth get like the super. It seems like the OP of the two items. It's the tubeways seem very OP. In kind of like my mind. So I'm not 100% certain why that should be. Ooh, we should have water coming back here in a second. Yeah, I don't quite understand why that's the case. We're going to lose all of our workers again when we open all the water pumps back up. So we're at 28 total beavers. 3 kids, 25 adults. I mean, I get the Iron Teeth is supposed to be, yeah, more industrial. I like the aesthetic of the folk. I do too. I also love the windmills. The engines are really cool for power, but I really love the windmills. So I'm always like, anytime I'm playing it as Iron Teeth, which is usually just the stream world, I'm like, oh darn. That's not what I wanted. All right. I can't remember what we had this as. The main two-way station makes it extra OP. I just think the two-way stations are OP to begin with. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with the station. I just think the two-ways in and of themselves, like, you can build from in the two-ways, where you can't build the zip line as you're on the zip line. So it seems a little sus. The mini tubeway stations? Yeah. I've seen that. Who is it? Is it Disturb Simulation or JC the Beard that's using the minis? And it does seem very OP. Oops. Oh, oops, 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 oops. We need to, before we flood everything. There's the Greedy Builders mod that gives both Iron Teeth and Folktales combined, but I have to start a new playthrough for... Yeah, I know. I know. That's part of the reason why, we are not currently playing the ribbon map, is because I wanted to switch to update 7, and Disturbed is using the mini tubeway stations. Water pumps. I didn't turn the water pumps back on. And let's go shut this down a little bit. I think we don't have anyone in the woodwork shop. Links is almost full. Power wise, yeah, we don't. I'm gonna shut that down. I think we have enough power coming through there now to deal with that. Hey, look, they got the swimming pool in. Very good, very nice. Okay, we need to get the other water pumps opened as well. I feel like we need this 4th breeding pod. We are not gaining any ground here. You know what? I'm actually gonna flip us to 3 times. We're not getting any ground on the Kashira, are you? I hope I said that right. You doing it on YouTube? No, Esco's asking if you are a content creator. Because Esco loves to watch. He doesn't necessarily play, but he loves to watch people play. And since he has watched so much, he always has very good insight into what you should be doing. Ooh, I mean, I used to be. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna take that path piece off as well and put the levee in, and then we can get to that point. Let them finish up that, and then we will start the backwards journey. I don't think there's enough people playing Timberborn as content creators. It's a very small niche. I would like to see more people play it. But I understand it can be a little boring at times. Like when you're in the drudges of trying to build a bunch of stuff, and so it does get a little... And unless you're one of those who likes to time-lapse things. And I've had so many people tell me they don't like the time-lapses, so I don't do them for that reason unless we're like super big in-game something. Though I love the way Zedek does them. He does a very good, very, very good time-lapse. We didn't get any more of these big guys built. We're up to 30 beavers. I didn't even have to open that one. We gained 2 more. Your niche was virtual reality and horror games. Couldn't find time to make content anymore. Yeah, that is a problem. I work retail, and so I have a pretty, but I'm retail management. Blaine, how are you today? So I have some say over my schedule, and so I usually have the same 2 days off a week, and that's kind of how I run my stuff. One of those days off I stream Timberborn, and one of those days off I stream Minecraft, and then I also do Timberborn videos twice a week. But I mean, that is time. Those 2 days off, I take 3 hours to record the episode, edit whatever needs to be edited, add music to it, render, upload, all the fun things, the thumbnails and the descriptions and everything like that. So yeah, it is a time. It's a time sink. It's a time sink. And I have certain times of the year that I have to work on certain days because of holidays and stuff like that, because I'm retail. And I'm floral retail, so I have all the flower holidays. That is going to be a drought, so we're gonna want to start... What did we figure out it was last time? 10-hour shifts 4 days a week at a local window and door. Ooh. Oh, nanoscience. Very cool. What kind of horror games did you play? My kiddo for a little while was really into some horror games. In fact, we have a cat that is called Ink Bendy. He is a tuxedo cat named Ink Bendy, because Bendy and the Ink Machine was one of his favorite games for a while. Alrighty, we're still working on that. They got that batch done over there, which means we can start the return run of the levies up to that point. And we're gonna need another ladder section here to get to the rest of that. So I think we'll continue the ladderage on this side. I can't imagine you have a lot of free time between work and nanoscience degree. That's gotta be a little bit rough. Do we not have these ones marked for cutting? No, we don't. But I remember why now, because we had slated them for the Tapper Shack. I need to start filling the dam. You are correct, Esco. We do need to start filling the dam. Okay, I'm going to hit pause here quick. I am going to shut this guy down to there so that we don't go ahead and do that. In the same vein, I'm also going to go ahead and turn off the pumps so we don't... Man, I wish we had some sluices. So we don't get rid of all that water right away. And then we're going to go back on double, not triple. And I'm going to go ahead and... We're going to flip that. What that mean? I guess that means we're going to flip that shut. I don't know. Sometimes my brain is not all there. Alien Isolation and White Day. I don't believe I've heard of either one of those. Oops. We're too early. We're too early, Esco. We just flooded all of that. It's okay. It's okay. We'll let this one over here kind of take the brunt of it, maybe. We got 0.6 days, so it should start slowing down now. Can we just start slowly inching this up over the course of the rest of this day? No? Come on. I just wanted to go to 6.5. Point 8? Oh my gosh, this is like really? All right, right there should do us, I think. Maybe we can go up just a touch more? No, no, no. Why's it gotta be so touchy? All right. There we go. It's like right there. I don't know if you're gonna get my message 3 days later. Hey, it's been better since I pulled up the YouTube chat box, and I'm watching that now too, hasn't it? Oops, as I just click on something else and make the YouTube chat box go away. I know, I'm sorry. I have been trying to find this setting that sets like a base latency, and I cannot find it. You have to set it per stream on YouTube. And since I run through OBS, it doesn't Twitch chat to YouTube. Yeah, I know, it's a no-no. I'm not supposed to do that. I really wish that they would change their thing. Technically, I'm supposed to have the Twitch chat in a separate box that doesn't go to YouTube, but we're not mentioning that. And I just clicked something that made my chat boxes go away. Twitch is the superior platform. Honestly, when you wrote the dam was empty, it's all right, Esco. I get what you were telling me. I do, because sometimes I see your message like immediately, and sometimes it takes a minute. It also depends on what else I'm focusing on. Sometimes I'm not looking at the screen. Oops, we need to turn this guy back on. I am not looking at the screen, and so it takes me a little bit to look up and see it. I have it like, I have my chat boxes like right over my laptop screen, so that as soon as I look up, I see it. And I kind of got it set so that I see the YouTube chat box out of the corner of my eye, so that I notice when something happens in it. But I got old eyes, and sometimes they don't work quite right. All right, so we've got 11.3 days here after what we just ran through. We do have quite a bit in here, and man, do I wish we had some sluices so that we could just trickle this out instead of dealing with all this funniness of trying to flood everything when we open our fake sluices. You got a cat on your lap today, so today is good. There you go. There you go. My cat is a little feral, so he doesn't quite often sit on your lap nicely. He always has got to like dig his claws into your leg or something like that. So he quite often, you start off really chill, and then all of a sudden you get stabbed, and then you're like, phew. And it's like, you're the scaredy cat. Oh, hey, they're building that one from up there. That's interesting. Instead of walking along there. Interesting. Why don't they just walk? I guess maybe the logs are closer. You need to redo the dams for sluices. Yeah, I know. We'll just, when it comes to that point, we will go ahead and take these 2 rows out, put in the sluices, put the rows back in. That is my plan. But at this particular moment, did we finally have metal. Sluices are 400. And look at that. We have 400. I'm not going to do it right now though, because that would be absolute bonkers when we've got a completely and utterly full dam. So we need to wait for a wet season or a end of a dry or bad season. But yes, we do. I have 6 cats. This one is a chunky boy. Ours is getting a little chunky. He's a big boy though. He's got big feet, big bones. He was a feral kitten that someone had in their garden shed, and whose mother, when they were about 6 weeks old, got pregnant a second time. And so she abandoned the kittens. So someone took in the kittens and we ended up with 1. And he has never quite outgrown his beginnings in the garden shed, unfortunately. All right, so we can lay another round here. We do need to figure out how high we want to go with this. Do we want to take it all the way up? We could very well take it all the way up to the top up here. That would be a heck of a lot of water. Heck of a lot of water. I was also thinking we have the possibility that we could put water pumps up in this or water pumps in this straight up. Four girls, 2 boys. 5 of them were kittens we got from the same litter. The last one is an older cat we had prior. We used to have 7, but we lost the mother of the kittens, unfortunately. Oh, that's sad. Did you have to do the whole bottle feeding with them then? Or was it later that you lost the kitten's mother? All right. I probably should do something here rather than just sitting here and talking. We need to also figure out, we don't really need this except for bad water. So we probably should start thinking about a bad water pump. 250 science, 20 logs, 10 gears, 5 metal. Okay. You don't need to go all the way unless you want to widen the channel. Oh. That's always the worst when you don't know what happened to them. They're just gone. I'm thinking Esco. I don't really want to widen the channel at the current moment. That we still have the ability to take this down. I've seen people go all the way. It was more than enough. Perfect spot for water wheel power wall. Oh, yeah. I don't really know how to build one of those. I don't think I've ever done that. So what we'd have to do would be... I don't quite know. In order to make it like that deep. reservoir first. Oh, then put the water wheels on top of it and like have it all flow across it and then down at the end. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? What was I looking at? We need to finish this so that then we can get up a level with the next ladderage. Bad water used for the power. Oh, you're talking about over here. Over here, over here. Over here, over here. So have it come off and go through a bad water back forth channel before it goes out. Over the end. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. I think both Esco and Blaine are on the same page. We need some dynamite for some of that. We need some dynamite. If we had dynamite, we could take it down here. Maybe not there, maybe there. And then do layer, 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 layer. Right? I need to go watch Zedek and his gigantic power wall thing. How are we doing on water down here? Do we need to release a little? I am in dread fear of releasing a little. Honestly. Total dread fear of releasing a little water. It's going to flood everything to just get a little water. But hey. Let's, yeah, there it goes. It's so bad. I wonder, can I maybe just do one? And metal. And metal. What? I'm not. I just got the end metal, Esco. I'm not quite certain what that reference is. Alright, that didn't work out any better. It did take a chunk of water out of there, though. Do, 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 do. Says we have 45 days worth of water. That's kind of crazy. Why does it seem like this world has so much water? Leave it until it's dry. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's dry or it has some water in it. It's still flooding everything. That's why we need the sluices. The almighty sluice that I could just have trickle it out as needed. So I'm kind of like, okay, do we keep going on the wall while we wait on that particular thing? And we do have this water up here that we could release as well. All right. Continue on the wall. We're going to continue on our little reservoir wall. No, no, no. I just want the path, please. Just the path. Nothing but the path. It's a lot of water in there. I'm wondering We're gonna need another ladder on there too. Let's see, which direction was I running the treads there? All right, we're looking at 29 beavers, 30 beavers. Let's see here, how we... Oh, probably not picking any of those because we don't have a gathering flag open. Might be the reason why we're not getting any coffee beans. Oh, goodness. It's always something. It's always something. We still don't have anyone in the treated planks. Metal blocks. We have 45 already. I'm gonna say obtain. Bet you that's part of the reason he's having to run halfway across the map for those. We do have a couple of treated planks. How much metal you need for 2 sluices? Not much. Not much at all. So for 2 of them, we need 10 blocks, which we have. We totally have it. Before it was a matter of science. So we can go ahead and we can unlock that. Yes. And then when we hit the wet season again, we'll go ahead and we'll do that. We will yank that puppy out and put in the sluices because that will just make life easier, and they can be, since they can be configured to the if I can talk, they can be configured to the height of the area. We can just put it fairly high and just let it run through during the wet season, and that'll keep it good for the dry period too. Trees are doing pretty well over here. I didn't quite expect that, but they are. We do have somebody cutting, right? Yes. Do it 2 days before the wet season. We're at 5.7 days right now. I'm not 100% certain that we will have the water all gone by that point. Do we have any haulers right now? No, we still have no haulers. We need at least one hauler. Somebody to haul the water around. We don't really have them. But I suppose we could just steal one of our builders. Because there's a lot of water that can be hauled around. There's a lot of other things that can be hauled around as well. Oh. What will die in 2 days? Nothing will die in 2 days. We just have a ton of water in here. Can't really see it because of nighttime and the fact that I had the water off, but that's still has 90% of its water. Not 90. I exaggerate. Shut the water back off. I can't. Too much. Let too much go there. Oh well. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Maybe we'll start to get these filled. All right, next up. Let's finish the rest of this, and then we can start on the back side of the wall. And that means we need to take this path out. Bing, bang, boom. Then we will come along like that, and we'll need to get to here to work on that when that becomes the thing. Get some more levees in here. Like I'm almost of the mind that that's enough, but I don't know. Is it enough? It just releases so much water. So much water when it does that. Oops, now I really flooded things. If I can get it down to like this level, then we can do this without releasing all the water. We have 4 days. So we've got 2 days to get to your 2 days, Esco. I just need them to finish that then so that they can walk over it. I don't want to waste the water. I suppose I could put in another... I could open another pump and have somebody else pumping water. Because we still are not even close to being full on those ones. Alright. Still says we have almost 40 days of water stockpiled. And we still have this up here and the lower one. So what did we start this as? Like a 3-day? I think it was a 3-day. Oh, 3-day. No, it wasn't a 3-day. Oh my gosh. No, it was more like, wasn't it like a 11-day or 12-day, something like that? 3-day. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crazy talk. All right. Okay. I need a drink here. Voice is a little rough today. Between the allergies and I was in voice chat with a friend on her stream earlier. So my voice is a little bit messed up. All right, we probably should look at what else we need to build here. Bum, bum, bum. Those are all good. What else do we need? We've got everything there. We have a fermenter if we want to start with some of the other food items, we're going to need the oil press in the food factory, right? Oh no, the food factory works without oil for corn, which we already started stockpiling. So we could do that. We could put in a hydroponic garden. That would give us another food option. And we'd be able to ferment the mushrooms in the fermenter. If we did mushrooms. A coffee brewery. We have some coffee beans, not very many. Wow, that takes 15 metal blocks. All right. Let's see here. We want to try... All right, now I think we're at the point where if we ixnay all of these, we aren't going to lose everything. And then if we put in our sluices, right? And then levees back over the top. We're going to mark that as our highest priority. I don't think they can reach those resources. Oh, they might be able to from the top once we get to that point. Okay. Bing, bang, boom. We have that in there. All right. Good to go. Good to go. Next up. Well-being wise, we probably should start looking at some decorations, not the monuments, just the decorations, please. And figuring out how we want to pretty up our little area here. We could do a couple, whoopsies. That's not what I meant to do. Let's do a bush. And, oh, I forget their lights don't have a, yes, we'll waste the science points on that. You know, I just realized we probably should stage some logs over here. Might make our life easier. Oh, that's huge. We don't want a huge one. But it's kind of all we have. Because that only holds 20. We go from 20 to 180. I missed the middle one with the 1x1x2 storage mod that we used to have. I'm really, really hoping that when all of the mods update, because it's not next week or this week, but next week that we get the new update. I'm hoping against all hope that they update the storage mod because I really like that one. Yeah, we've got the bobbing around one on here, and it does give us an underground warehouse. It gives us this extra large industrial pile. No, that one we already had. And this underground tank. So, I mean, that would be super cool to have, but it also is not really... It's also not really quite as cool. Oh, hey, the sluices are done. Wait, how did they get both of them done from there? Oh, they must have done that one from there? I'm so confused. All right, what level do we have that at? Let's go ahead. Close above downstream depth of 1.65. Yeah, I think that'll work really well. And then we can go ahead and we can delete these. Or maybe we leave them. Honestly, I don't think it really matters. We're gonna delete it. Be gone from our lives. Sweet. Okay. Ever so cool that is. I'm really happy to have the sluices. Thank you, Esco, for making us put those in. Well, I guess you didn't make us, but you know what I mean. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, what next? What next? We probably need to figure out... I really would like an engine. An engine would be like super cool to have over here. Oh, hold on a second, everybody. I'm going to have to be right back. Sorry about that. My kiddo was calling me, and he knows I'm usually in stream now. Like, I thought it was an emergency. It wasn't. He was just asking permission. Gotta love kiddos. All right. So we need to deal with this before we flood the whole entire world. Which we're probably going to flood the whole entire world as it is. Let's get these guys. 1.65. And let's do 1.45 so that it does the flow through. I'm not quite certain what we'll need for that. We've got those set at 1.65, so this has to be less than that if we're going to keep the flow. I think if we do 1.6, I think. All right. That should do it. I think. Alrighty. Okay, what next? We probably should switch these over to sluices as well. But I don't... These are working pretty well at the moment, so I don't know that we 100% need to. Although it would be nice when it came time to flip for contamination, because it would auto flip. Though I'm always iffy about that because I always fear that I'm going to get a little contamination in my water. All right. good to go. That means we can shut this guy off and we get the extra people back. Let's get our pumps going. Good to go. Good to go. And we are about an hour and a half in. Let's see here. Let's get all of my chat boxes back. Okie dokie smoky. Do we actually have anyone up here? No, not in there. We don't. Our few little coffee beans. We aren't getting a ton of mango fruit, so they must be eating all of those as they get them. Let's do a switcheroo here and put the... Oh no, we had those there because of the breeding pods, didn't we? So that they were prioritized there. We do have a bunch in here, don't we? Yes. Wow, did you see how many that beaver carried? That's crazy. Alrighty. Yeah, that's not good. We apparently need to whoop, that. I guess we're gonna auto open that. Oh, because that's not done yet. Okay, that's part of our problem. It was just releasing the water right out the top here. How did I not notice that wasn't done yet? Everything is flooded. Oh my gosh, everything is flooded. Oh, we are doing beautiments today, aren't we? I'm not quite certain why. If these are set... Close above downstream depth of 6.5, right? And then we have the... We had the downstream depth set at... $1.65. Or 1 point something or another in there. So what's our downstream depth now? 5.4, right? I don't understand. Was it just be... Why did it stop? Why did it shut? It shouldn't have shut because the downstream depth should have been... Oh, there we go. Right there it is. So these ones need to be at like 1.4. I can get it to the right spot. To keep... these ones at like 1.5. Because at the moment we don't have a release valve on these. And that is... it's the same height front and back. At the moment. Okay, so what is it keeping it at now? 5.2 with it at 1.4. And can I imagine too, if at night when they stop pumping, that means the water level would go up as well. They do have that full now, so can we try inching that up just a touch more? 1.5. Oh, it's not on auto anymore. You are so silly. You are so silly. Maybe if I just raise that height a little bit. And then 1.85. And then if we try raising that a little bit. Are you gonna flood anything? It's closed it again. Which, I mean, yeah. Yes and no we want. But it's gonna flood everything again. All right. Okay, so 1.65 down there to the 1.85 here. Drought incoming in 3 days. Woohoo! All right. So we've kind of got that figured out now. I just want to make sure that we're not like... we're not like completely and utterly drowning ourselves. Water-wise, we are able to store to 10 plus what's in the pumps. And we're at 15, so we've got about 500 before our actual... not quite 500, before all of our tanks are full. We got a whole tank back here that isn't even started. Okay. Berry-wise, we are down to 95 berries. So I don't think our... oh, we do have some up here. We just don't have anyone working there. Which is kind of a problem. Okay, why is this so low again? Seems like it's lower. All right, so at let's see here, point like 1 day-ish, we will start filling the aquifer and the upper reservoir. If we're planning on this being the top of our top, we probably should put in a couple of floodgates. To create a pressure valve on the back here in case we are trying to overflow. So we might stick a couple of those in there when we get somewhere in here. I'm like, did I set these wrong? Close above downstream depth. No, that's the right thing. Just don't think I'm using it quite appropriately for this situation. Okay, what next? They're still working on that stuff. All of our builders are over here doing this. I think it's about time for us to do the close up. So if we close that, right? It's gonna flood it for a second. It didn't close. Now it's closed. Wow, that took quite a bit before it closed, which is not super cool. We have 1.5 days before we... I'm gonna let a little water out of here. Because everything is flooded. Yeah, we still have a whole day. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. Ah. Wow, I am screwing these up so bad. Let's open, please, so that we can stop the flooding. And unfortunately, that's gonna flood everything down here. This is already open, so I don't... Okay, pause. These are at close above downstream depth of 1.8. Okay. Let's put these back at 1.6. 5. Okay. Put us back on 2. Why can't I click those? Auto. All right, we've got 1.9. We are closing. And closing. And pausing, pausing. Pausing everything so that I can think. Putting dams at your top level. You want to help with mitigation of flooding. Yeah, I'm thinking on this backside so that we can do that, but do you think we need them on the front side as well? This guy I think is already set at 1.95. Oops, I lost all my chat boxes again. That's fine, I'm having an issue. Pertaining to the sluice levee spaces. Here, you're talking about these ones right here need to be dams? So instead of that guy, we need a couple right there. I think that is what you are saying. All right, where was I? Okay, so these ones are set to closed. This one is starting to fill. We're gonna go at 1 because I'm apparently not functioning well at 2 times speed today. Why did it send that 3 times? I don't know. My auto messages are not behaving today. All right, that's closed all the way. This guy is set at, yep, basically where you have a sluice, have a dam in it at your top point helps. Okay, cool. That's kind of what I was thinking. But I was thinking they needed to be on the back side, not the front side. But I guess front side means it'll go through here. Oh, lordy. We're gonna flood again. We're gonna flood again. Above the sluice. Yep, I put them above the sluice. And there we go. Flood again. Let's go ahead and release this. Not what I wanted to do. Using water as much as you can, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. These guys up. That should... And then this is still at the same height we had at last one. And that'll fill up that reservoir. Yeah, I know you're flooded. Although how it can be flooded when we only have half a tile of water in there, I do not understand. All right, so then this guy needs to be on auto. Okay, so why is that not releasing water then? Oh, it is open. Okay. And I'm actually going to take that down to there. Because I don't want it to overflow. And then this is overspilling this way. Not the coolest, but does what we need it to do. We should come up here and put in sluices and dams. Not dams, but floodgates, because that's a... Is it actually overtopping here? Looks like it might be trying, but it's not. Okay. Very good, very nice. I think that kind of did the trick. Let's put us back in 3 times. We'll let them get going some more on that. And they got all of that back there done, so we will go ahead and yoink that out. Put in the next line. 13 days. It's just 13 days. I say just. Just 13 days. Yeah, all right, we still have the 1 water pumper going. We didn't even use enough of these ones to get that unpaused. to be able to change any of those to big tanks. Alrighty, but whoopsies. Oopsies, oopsies. What the heck happened there? All of my screens went wingy on me. Okay, so if we've got this then set the way we'd like it to, we could go ahead and put in, well, once we get the end taken care of, we could put in some water pumps directly into here, and then we could leave these water pumps off during dry periods to leave the water in there to not be sucked out so quickly. And also it would let us free up a little bit more space there on the edges of our river if we could take those out. But what's the water? Maximum depth 6. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that they have a deeper reach. You got enough gears for more big tanks? Yes, sir, we do, don't we? We're up to 70 gears. That means emptying some of these in order to do that. Maybe. How do we want to do this? Do we want to put in overhangs? If we put in some overhangs, we could put water pumps right up here on the top, along the edge, and move our water pumps away from farmland. What do we want to do here? Metal blocks, we've got 59, so we could get away with a few. These water pumps are only the standard size, so we don't use up more space. We just we don't get as much water. I think we do that. I totally think we do that. So what does that mean we need? We'll need... Oh, we're gonna have to go... That's 1, 2... Or do we want to do them the other way? If we do them this way, they could get off of the end. Oh, I don't have the triple unlocked yet. That's 200 science points. Oh, shoot. No, let's not do that for the second. Let's see here. We need these guys. They're 350. So I need 5. What was it? 550 then? Is that 400 planks? Yeah, we have 413 planks. So we have the planks, we have the gears. I'm just thinking if we move a couple of the pumps up here, or maybe we want to move them more down here so that they're closer to a deeper depth. Or here, I don't know. So indecisive I am today. If we put them down, like down here, we could get the water from this deepest point. But if we put them more up here, then we know that we couldn't drain all the water out of here with our pumps. So I'm half tempted to put them like right here. 1, 2, 3. That would be 3 pumps. But now I need... And then What am I doing? I'm forgetting overhangs. I'm forgetting overhangs. Let's use the overhangs. Flip that puppy around like that. Where you don't need to dino down. I'm thinking right here, because if we do them there, can't unlock, I don't have enough points yet. If we do them there, then we put in these guys will be right here. I guess it doesn't really matter because that guy's gonna end up into that deepest point anyways. So if we did over here, one, two, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Because we're gonna need to do one there and then there. And then we gotta wait that little bit longer for the overhangs. We don't have enough science. All right, now where are we going to store the water? That's the next thing. Those are 1K. Oh, that sucks so bad. I mean, theoretically, we have the planks and we have the lumber that we can get away with making more platforms if we needed to. And we could just cover over that whole thing. Oh, if we cover over the whole thing, how do we put in the pumps? Oh my god. I am having such a brain dead day. Brain dead day. But we are going to need some place to put the water tanks. We are really sucking the water out of there really quick too, aren't we? We can. We have 4.5 days. Let's try not to flood anything. Okay, we do need to take the path off the top of here and finish this wall. There we go. There we go. Then as soon as I get those two done, then we can go ahead and do the end portion. We'll throw that in there. No storage space for planks. Well, that's kind of sad. I am thinking if that is going to be our... where are we going to put the water storage? We can put it down here. What did I say? 4 fit across there? So if we did like that... we would theoretically need to do that, and then this would need to be one there. We don't have twos. Does it really matter? We can make it work. Then that would be straight across there. Yes. Yes. Then we've got that there. And we still have room for, it's what, we're running 5 right now. All right, so that means we need at least 2 more. I'm thinking we could get away with another set on this side if we stagger it. We're starting from there, right? No, we won't be able to, because there's only 1 left in there. Okay, so yeah, here. And then we need, nope, not you. You. And then you. Oh, that's a lot of metal. We are going to prioritize this one highest. And we'll just start with the 1. And then, oh, we need to finish this end. They can't do anything there until... There we go. And then we will have path. The land of path. No, that's somebody else. All the way along there. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and then we should be able to fit 1, 2... Our 2 more pumps. If we take one of these out, we could fit 3. But I like having it even. Although... let's see here. How can I make this work for us for something else? Gosh, that's tall. Gosh, you're tall. Okay, let's see here. Is that useful to us at all? I don't think it is. No, it's not useful to us at all. I was hoping that I'd be able to figure out something for that, but no. But no. Unless we just wanted to cap off the whole thing. So for the moment, let's just run like that. If we're doing 1, 2, we could put another one in there. We need a 3. Oh, hey, the drought has ended. I wasn't even paying attention, which is pretty sad. This guy, let's get him open. This guy needs to be open. And this guy... Ah, no, no, no. Don't flood us. Don't flood us. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's not going to work forever because we'll need to end up with actual water being pumped here once we have pumps in there. So we'll figure that out once we kind of get there. We actually could just close above downstream depth of 1.75. We've got these ones at 1.65, right? Yep. So let's see. That shouldn't close. Okay. We're going to take it as that. All right, we just hit the 2-hour mark in the stream, so we've got 1 more hour left to go. So let's see here. All right, so then if we've got... Oh, we need to put that guy there in. And then we can put in... And of course, Hallow Drought. Hallow Drought. You know what? We could have put 1 more in if I had left that. No. You're not supposed to be doing those first. Wait, what are they working on? I guess I didn't mark those for completion, so they're going underneath. Yep, they're working on all of those. That's not what I needed you to work on, beavers. That is not what I needed you to work on. I needed you to get those done so that we could get this water pump done. Alrighty. Let's check out... I never turned the water pumps back on. Oh, no. Come on. Alright. It says depletion in 31 days. Somehow I doubt that. We do have a lot of water stored, but it's not enough water. I'm gonna have to just start kicking some of these to the curb. Alright. I kind of do want this all plugged up so it's one bale thing. So it's a completely enclosed system. It would need impermeable floors on it in order for it to be completely... But I don't think you can build on top of an impermeable floor, and I need to be able to build on it. Questions. Oh, 2 ways. That's what we have in these guys. Honestly, we could make 2 ways. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Should we make some 2 ways? Or are we going to put 2 ways? Is the only thing. It's a pretty tiny map. 2 ways feel kind of overpowered for this size map. But could make a 2-way station up here. Now, solid 2-way and regular 2-way. Other buildings can be built on this top. Now, I don't think that these ones have like a... Gosh darn it! God bless America! it's a 21-day drought and I forgot to shut the water. I'm blathering on away about 2 ways. OMG. And it was on triple speed. That's why I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god. You guys probably want to smack me silly, don't ya? You're like, what are you doing, lady? Well, it's dry now here. We could put in sluices. Okay. We need to, let's do... Bother. Bother. I did not ask for those to be built first, beavers. Do I not have these ones slated as the higher... I do. So why are they building those ones first? Because I didn't have that connected. Oh my god. Like, I don't understand why it does that. You know what? Since you cannot be trusted, beavers, we are going to come over here and we are going to... Oh, no worries, let's go. No worries. It's just a game. Just a game. Okay, building lacks power. Oh, I bet you they were all sleeping, so yeah, of course they lack power. It says 33 days. We are probably going to have to do a little bit of irrigation here. So that probably won't last quite as long as we would hope. There is still... I can't see. But about a half a block of water in here. A little bit over a half a block. These are still on auto, right? Why can't I click them? I'm clicking you. Close above downstream depth of 0.9. So yeah, they're just gonna trickle that water out. Okay. It's not, stop some water dumps also. Well, we've got 19 days. We can pause this guy up here. He's completely full. Yeah, it'll impact our showers, but we can pause him there. Let's see here. We've got... Oh, you already did the calculation for me. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that you did the calculations. Well, the times 3 is actually a little bit high. they say it's like 2.5 per beaver per day, so you've got an extra 0.5. And sometimes that 0.5 is the difference between saving your butt and not. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Just seems like there's a lot of water here, but these ones aren't very big. But I guess we will get our chance to change those out to, to big tanks. Because they, wow, they like did a whole bunch of those platforms before they even went to do the one that I asked for. Are we short on metal blocks? No, we have metal blocks. I'm not quite certain why they did that. I exaggerate for effect. You're supposed to be sleeping right now, aren't you? Supposed to be Esco. Alrighty, trees are looking good up here. We probably, if we've got an extra person, can throw somebody in there. Let's also bing bang boom. We don't have to have them at highest priority though, so we don't need to steal from something else to futz those in. We still are only dealing with our first two inventors. We could probably deal with some more inventors. Did we ever get our, we did, we got our little well-being items up here. Decorations. Oh, I forgot. I love the bell. The bell is my absolute favorite. Where do we want to put a bell? I feel like it needs a tower or something to put it on. The bell and the clock. I absolutely love those with the iron teeth. Okay. We probably should look at some of these other things. We could put some roofs on a couple of these. You're out of booze. Yes. Oh, a couple of hours till NBA. The only reason you went to bed is because you're out of booze. We had adult beverage streaming last night for me. It was Guildrock stream weekend this weekend, and so we all streamed, and I was not planning to do it, and then someone dropped out, so I took their spot, and it was at 5 p.m. and that's normally pretty late for me to stream. I don't normally stream in the evening, you know, later evening, and so it'd been a long day. I got out my little couple cans of Henry's hard cider I had, or hard seltzer, and we had an adult beverage stream, and half of my chat had adult beverages. When we were discussing what was the best, I'm like, this is so not a family friendly stream. This is a you must be a little older for this stream. All right. Okay. We're still doing fine on food. We've got the 1K on that. Water, it's saying 21 days. It says we have 17.5. We still have about half a tile of water there. That's not going to last us long, though. How are we doing up here for our trees? We're down to 3/4 of a tile. I do so love the fact that they put the little lines on here so you can see when you just look at it at a glance which line it is, how much of a tile you still have. That's very nice. Very good, very nice. All right. Mango fruit, how are we doing on those? 1. They really like the mango fruit. Where's the gatherer flag that's for that one? It's right here. I wish we were a little wider in here. All right, so do we want to, considering that we have a considerable amount of kohlrabi, start transitioning this to, or at least a portion of it, to something else that we can start storing? Lower the sluice downstream depth. Well, it's trickling that out. It should be, at least. Sluice is always, yeah, it's trickling it. I suppose, yeah, we could do that. Tick it down to like 0.5 or something like that, where we 0.4, 3.5 maybe. That would stop the trickle. There we go. Good catch. Hey, look, the first pump is done and we're immediately going to pause it. Alright, how are we doing on like metal blocks? We're fine. Planks, we're doing well. Gears, we're still fine. And they are starting to get rid of some of these guys. Do we really want to put them back here? If we're going to move all of our pumps up here, though, is the operative question. I don't think we do. But I also don't want to not have tanks. So let's kind of plan out where we're not going to get anywhere close to the big ones. We just don't have the funds for that. But we can go boink, boink. Oh, that's kind of sucky. Shoot, I should have made the whole thing one thing longer. I mean, theoretically, I still could. We could just add a row of platforms here for the actual, like, walk area. Only I would do something so silly. But yeah, I think we might. We don't have 2s. But now we can get 2s. Yes. I feel really silly doing this, but hey, why not? Should we just move over the ladder? Oh my gosh. My son does a class on Sunday nights. And his Alexa just went off. And it is so loud. Telling him that he needs to get ready for this online social class. Scared me. I jumped so hard. Okay, so that means that then we would, let's get rid of that. I'm almost thinking like, okay, if we're doing, oh, that's 2 ways. I'm like, if it's zip lines, it's not zip lines. We could put a station up here and make it go over to the other plateau. But it's not zip lines. All right, so if we've got that, then we can go, well, let's leave the door on that one. That way. That way. Maybe we just flip the doors on this one. Go like that. Oh, no, we do need it still. I was gonna say, oh no, we don't need to do that. We can just like go through here, but no, we need the doors on the back side. All right, and then we'd be able to put another row right here. Bing, bang, boom. We are good. I just wish we could fit another one here. Right along there. That would be so nice. All right. I'm gonna be picky. I'm gonna make them put this in so that then I can fix the... What the heck did I just do? Okay. I'm gonna make them put that in so that then I can put in the rest of that, and then I can stop thinking about this area over here. Let them just work on that for a little while. Okay. Oh, we needed to get this done. Yeah, this is more important. We still have 14 days, so we can get it done. Boink. Then we're gonna come across. And do we wanna... Yeah, we gotta take out all of this. Okay, and then we're gonna do... Sluice. We're gonna do lovey. And then we're gonna go floodgate. Yes, I know, Esco, but the thing is that I couldn't have... I wanted the beavers from the water tanks here to be able to come and get the other side without having to go all the way around. So this way they can come here and come straight across. Or if I had put the doors for these ones on this side, then they would have had to come all the way around to put the water in. It shortens their path. I know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to... It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it makes sense when they have to run from their water pumps to the tanks. And as soon as they build this, then I'll take this path out, and then we'll be able to put 2 more tanks in here. And we'll have eased the burden of them running all the way around to get to those. All right. Okay, so that I need to prioritize. I'm gonna knock priority on this down. I know, I just did it. I know. My thought process is not always linear. In fact, it's never linear. Dyslexic brain will get you every time. How's this one doing over here? We have 1.1. It says will last 13 days, and we have 13.8 days. We're gonna have some thirsty beavers, I think. Because I'm gonna have to splash this most likely. Because this water is almost gone. Like, there's very little left right there. And on the other side, we're at just about a quarter of a tile. No lines on those ones. But I guess I could see it over here, huh? Yeah, about a quarter of a tile. Okay. Our beavers are running all the way up here with all their stuff. This one, we are going to be close above contamination at 0.1%. And then I'm wondering if we shouldn't change these ones to sluices as well. Ooh, cold coffee. Cold coffee, not so tasty now. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. days. We've got 12.9 days. How are we going to build the gates on top? Oh. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, because I completely forgot about that. Okay, let's just do this for right now. We'll build one, then we'll build the next one. You are just catching it all tonight, Esco. You are just catching it all. I almost feel like bringing a little plank storage up here. Oh, are we out of metal? We are out of scrap metal. Okay. We are definitely out of scrap metal. Doi. These blueberries are not surviving very well. It was a bad spot to put those. Bad spot to put those. Okay, I think the next thing we should work on is getting some bad water, so that we could get some dynamite here in the very near future. I snooze for the water shortage you're gonna have. All on me. No, all on me. It's my game. It's all on me. Bad water. Deep bad water pump. Try and say that fast. When you just like sucked in a whole bunch of really sour, bitter coffee. Cold coffee. That needs 250 science. We have that. 20 logs, 10 gears, and 5 metal blocks. All of which we have. I'm starting to get a little punchy here. Sorry. Do we want to scale the cliff and put it up here? Or do we want to... Or do we want to put it up here? I mean, because realistically, sooner or later, I want to, like, you know, figure out something else with this. Like Blaine was talking about, it'd be really good for a power generation station. Not that I actually know how to do that, but it would be good for that. Are we full up on logs? We are. We want the dome for the power. Well, the problem is that the Iron Teeth has the bad water discharge dome, but they don't. I think that's the only one they have, right? It doesn't generate any power, and it doesn't pump any bad water for you. Yeah. That's the only one we have. All right, 11.3 days. It says we have 14 days. How are we doing here? This is out of water, or very well out of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him pump for a little bit. This one's almost out as well. And then we'll shut them off again. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why did they put it over there? I guess it's not that big of a deal. We'll just get rid of it. They're not going to be able to get to that. But it was kind of silly that it put it there instead of sending it back to this pile. Like, really? Really, game? Alright. Bing, bing, boom. Oh, look at that. They're finished with that portion of it. They just have to finish the ladders. But that means that we can ixnay this path for the moment. And we can put in our other 2 water storage. What did I just do? Oh no, I accidentally deleted the levees. Oh, well, if you put power wheels behind it, it is for the power. Oh, you're correct. You are correct. Technically, you already have some wheels here. Yes, 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 I do. Now I need to, oh my God. Oh my God. I am just like not doing well today, apparently. We just need him to throw enough water in there to keep the crops from dying. Oh, you can stop. Pause. Pause, mister. I didn't mean him to put that much water in there. Dang it. 6 days. Oh my God. All right. Oh my God. I'm gonna pause you too. Crops will have to die. Need like a, I need a pump on this guy. They need a little mini pump. Because apparently I am unable to handle this today. Thought all of these were set to supply other, not that, this. Alright, we're gonna need those levees back in before. And I did put in the store, or the water tanks, right? No, I didn't then. I was too appalled by the fact that I accidentally deleted the levees. Alright, so there we go. Now we got 6 big tanks right up there with the water pumps. Very good, very nice. And these ones are all being emptied. You need like a dam that would store water for longer droughts. Huh? Well, technically, this would have lasted us if I had been smart and shut all the dams. If I had shut all the thingies. This would have lasted us through this drought, no problem. Since everything was full, that would have fed all of this stuff with no problem. I would like to figure out an aqueduct from here to there to fill that one up. So that we didn't need to be using pumped water for that all of the time. But we've already survived a 20-odd day drought when this was not even this tall with that and what we had stored for water. So I don't think we'd have an issue surviving that kind of time period. Alrighty. Next. What's next? We're starting to get the coffee beans built up a little bit. We don't have a very big plot of that, so that's part of the reason why that is taking so long. We do have all of this green area over here that if we put another forester in, we could conceivably plant some more things over in here. That's tied into this particular little water source going on here. And there, it's dead. It's done. Can we kick everyone to harvest? Where's my other one? Here. Harvest as much as you can, please. And okay, since we have this time period where we've got 8 days. I'm trying to see here. It says we have 6 days worth of water left. Yeah, I'm not good. That's 2 days shy, 2+ days shy of what we actually need because I overdumped into there. So we have these two plus these guys. These are all done already. I would kind of like to get one of these up here done before we come back to this. I didn't prioritize those. God bless America. What a janky day I've had with this, haven't I? My brain has not functioned well today. We also have this guy taking up water. Oh no, he doesn't take up water. Why does I think he take up water? That's got no water. No water there. Alright. So can we get this little area finished for me, please? Why are you working down there? Why, beaver? Still a little worried we don't have enough damage here. Hmm, 8 days. Now it says we have 9 days of water. See, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes the statistics mod is not exactly correct. Did we lose some beavers? We are up to 37. We started with 11 empty beds at the beginning of the session, so we have built up our beavers considerably. We only have 3 empty beds left. We're running about the same amount of food as we were then. So our water needs will, of course, have escalated a little bit. And I'm debating ripping these guys out down here. We don't have more storage, I mean, yet. So if we rip them out and then we run into a back-to-back, we are going to be in trouble. I really should have watched that guy closer. You stopped the water dump. Yeah, I guess, yeah. The water dumpage might have helped. All right, what should we work on next? The bad water. The bad water. Do we want to just come straight up here, put our bad water pump right here in the top and call it a day? I think that might be what we do. I would like to just start getting it going. Let's see here. If we put it right there, is that going to give us any? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't think I like it there. I know I'm strange. It's all right. We all are. Put it right there. I think I like that a little more. Okay, and then if we just do... Man, this would so be a two-way thing. I wish we could just plop a two-way. Two-ways are huge, though. Ladders. Before two-ways, there were ladders, but only in modded. All right. And then if we go ahead and we flip. Flip. Once again with that particular term, I don't even know what it means. We'll just come out like that. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. And then we'll need to work on the explosives factory. 400 science, we do have it. Is there anything else that we should get first, though? We have that. Oh. That's 1,500 science, and we don't have money for that. I think that's, yeah, that's next. Tunnels. There's tunnels. Centrifuge would be after that. We're probably going to need to expand our warehouse complex over here. We're going to need some place for that. 490 water says we have 7 days. We'll just barely make it. We won't have any crops left, but we will make it. Okay, so we have corn over here. Not a ton. We do have a lot of it in stock at the moment. We are doing cassava there. These are all kohlrabies. That's more cassava. What corn is the other thing that we can make in a factory without the canola oil? And honestly, I don't... Until we can get a dirt excavator and we can start building a tower of farm, I think that we're going to have to hold off on some of the things, but we could we could put in some more cassava. We've got over 600 of the kohlrabis. I think that we can. That's all. That's all. Kind of like to take those barrels out of the middle of the field. All right. I mean, even if the tree's down here, we still got plenty of time on those guys. Even the little ones. How are we doing up here? We are to the second one. We're gonna need to get that done before we do anything else. As soon as we get this one in, then we can back that off and put in the... How did I pause? Not even paying attention here. Put in that next floodgate and then the next one, and that's more of a... We can crack it so that if the sluice is overrun, because these ones are going to be close above contamination 1% on those guys, otherwise they will just be open. Alrighty. What's next? We still have 2.5 days on those, so we're good there. 6 days, it's saying. It's gotta be the water dump. Yeah, like you were saying, Esco. It's gotta be the water dump. We have been running these beavers on 18 hours this whole entire session. I'm wondering if these beavers aren't getting a little tired. Okay, I think we probably need to think about some more well-being items. We're just like trickling them out a few at a time here. An exercise plaza. That I think should go on top of something. Like, it's too big to fit. We'd have to make a bigger warehouse complex for that. We did not make a big enough warehouse complex for that. Oh, it would fit here though. And really, we haven't decided on anything here. 400 science. We don't have the science for that. That makes up our mind for us. The tail detailer, I would really like to start that. But it needs extract, so we are a long ways off for that. So we're kind of at the point where it's like we have all of the things that would make our beavers happy. We do seem to have an awful lot of injured beavers, though. We seem to consistently have at least 2. I mean, look at the whatchamacallit bed there. All right, I'd really like to dump these, but I don't think we'll get to building them fast enough. Okay, let's get this guy out of here. and get the next floodgate in there. And let's up priority on it. We still have 4 days. And we did like oddly prioritize everything over here, so let's just make everything back to a normal priority. Still have some planks that can pick up there too. Well, they at least have these showers yet. And they still have half a tile. I begrudgingly say they still have a half a tile there to deal with those. How are we doing? Oh my. Supply and demand is not doing well here. That's for cassava, planks, gears. Have I ever had meat jelly? No, I don't think I ever have. Is it like a non-sweet gelatin with meat in it? Like, you know, one of the 70s Jell-O molds kind of thing? That were not at all sweet. They were very savory. Oh, wow. Our food is tanking rapidly here. Corn. All right, we need to figure out what is it? I said we could do a food factory with, maybe we put a food factory up here with another. Oh, okay. No, I can't say that I have. Well, I shouldn't say that I can't say that I have, because I was born in the 70s, so I could theoretically have had meat jelly at some point. And my stepfather's family were Eastern European, so it is quite conceivably I did when I was much younger, but I don't remember this. Food factory. What did I? It needs a power wheel though, so we need more space than that. We need more space than that. Yeah, not enough science points. Okay. Man, this is not going to be good. The food situation is not going to be good. I need to do something about the food situation. We don't have the water for a hydroponic garden, and it takes too long. Fermenter can't do corn. And in order to do soybeans, it needs oil. So we really do need the food factory, because that can do all the corn that we currently have languishing in our warehouses. And all of our mangroves died. So we're going to have to replant those. Well, we are just doing peachy keen here now, aren't we? Oh, they got that done. My ex-girlfriend mom made it still at home, so quite likely could have had it. But in Eastern Europe, it's in every shop. I do remember seeing in cookbooks when I was a kid. The, like, meat jello molds. The savory jello molds. Sometimes they had, like, mashed potatoes and stuff like that in it, and I was always like, why? My mom had some really old cookbooks. I used to have one, but I don't anymore. I lost it in one of my many moves. I shouldn't say many. I think I haven't moved that many times. Man, that means we're gonna need to open the forester back up. I'll pause that guy because he won't be able to do anything for quite a while. You don't need to be there right now. Go find something else to do. You know, honestly, for not having wet fur for most of our beavers, we haven't lost a lot of our well-being there. So I guess we're doing okay. Grasping at straws here now. Treated planks. So we have treated planks. We do have treated planks, and we have metal blocks. We could make a coffee brewery. That might make our beavers happy. It needs power, though. My family, I know that my mom's side is Eastern European and like Danish Finn. Most of her, like, more, you know, within the United States ancestors were Pennsylvania Dutch, a type of religious sect that is more like the Mennonites than the Amish. Back, you know, gosh, it's got to be her great grandparents. A little bit older. We have 1.2 days. Our water is going to last 1 day. Yeah, we'll be running out of water when it comes back. I'm going to go ahead and those are already set to only close when they have contamination. Yeah, my ancestors are from all over the place. That one is already set. This one, close above downstream depth of, I'm going to say 0.85. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to tell these ones 165. I mean, I guess it doesn't. We do have the dams on the top, so that's not such a big thing. I am going to put somebody in that one right away because... Oh, we still have 0.8. I guess I can hold off on that. We always just say we're Eastern European for my mom's side of the family. My father's side, I don't know at all. So... I can't really say. All right, come on. We got 0.1. We are down to 26 water. 26. Oof. Oof. I am going to go ahead and start Like, maybe not that one. Maybe this one. And this one. I am gonna put that one on high priority. Do, 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 do. And that one. And now we are gonna cross our fingers so flippin' hard that, we don't have a 3-day between a 3-day temperate season between all of us. All right, what food factory, we need 300 signs. That's why we're oh wow, that was like a drastic like chunk, they're all gone. This guy needs to be open back up to replant the, put him on there. And come on, water. No, I'm saying we're Eastern European and like the main. It's okay. Never mind. Okay, those are all synced. Why does that one look so weird? Why does it not? There's no water coming out of that one. That's so weird looking. We really took a hit on the food. Very big hit on the food with that. So we cannot mess that up again. Which means that we need to figure out how to get this full and overflow here without taking out the whole entire world. So I think that's probably going to be to lower this. Make it super low so that it stops coming out there, then it fills up there, but I don't want to do that quite yet. Alright, I probably should have marked up the working hours. All the fields got replanted. And we need to actually like flip these guys back to normal. We had them on quick harvest for everything. We no longer need these guys running because we should have enough power come in through there now to handle that. All right, day 2. Let's get some water pumped here, please. I think I'm gonna try the... Problem is gonna be is that it's such a ways up before this gets filled up that we have to wait when we don't have enough water in here to make that. All right. I kind of don't want it to be that low either. But it's okay. we'll let that kind of like run and see if we get to overflow point. There it is. And are we going to consistently flood this corner? Apparently we're going to consistently flood the whole thing. Yuck! That is not working. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, maybe that did it. Maybe. Maybe we got it? Or maybe not. I think it's gonna depend on how many people are pumping up there. Yeah, that's what I'm... Like, do we need to make overflow dams all the way over, like, here? Which we definitely can do if we take out... We'll just start breaking them out. We'll just start breaking them out. I just would like to hold more water up in there. We're draining it all. 6.5. Okay, that didn't do it. Seven, 5. Oh wait, I was supposed to be going the other way, wasn't I? 5, 5? Oh, gosh. All right, there it is. Bad tide. Bad tide. All right, we need this dam in. I guess I should have high prioritized it, eh? We only have 300 and some odd water. Not enough water. Let's open this guy too. We got 3 days to get water done. Kind of want to say this needs to... I'm betting this guy is like spending a lot of time running with water. Food is not well either. All right, this guy needs 100 and some odd power. We don't really have the beavers to run one of these though. Because 300 science, yes, we're going to do it. Whether or not we put it here or put it someplace else, we are going to do it. And then guess we're going to have to do one of these for the moment. Oh, really? We're flooding again. We're flooding again. We still have a hole in the dam there. We have 2.3 days. All right. That's better. That is better. Sorry, beavers. 600 water. My God. Oh. We don't have food. We don't have water. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's all good. Part of this is gonna die off when we get bad tide because that's gonna chunk. Oh no. I missed my simple triggers. Miss it greatly. I'm almost thinking one more might make this a little bit easier, but I think we'll stick with that for right now and see if we get it more. So this is at 1.55. I really should write these settings down because every single time I forget. That's at 1.55 as well. So it's just doing a pass through pretty much and keeping that at 0.55. So as soon as we close this up, we never did get anyone in to finish the mangroves. I forgot to click that. That's why. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Not. Okay, we have 1.4 days. I don't want to close this too early because we will literally flood everything down here. But we also need to do, this should automatically switch over, but I almost feel better if we just automatically close it. But if we leave it, then it will do it for us. These need to come all the way down. I mean, and it should fairly quickly. Note that there's bad water there. If it doesn't, then we are going to have to do something else. Oh, hey, we got another pump up and running. We're up to 750 odd water. We really should have replaced those. I was hoping we'd get at least one of these up here done. And we got one more day. We will probably go ahead and end stream when we find out how long this one's going to be. And because we are over the 3-hour mark at the moment. And we will have to come back and try and rescue our food situation for the beavers in the next stream. Because I kind of messed that up. They're replanting the mangroves. We are getting some kohlrabi back. And some cassava. Which is good. I think this is the only farmhouse we have 2 beavers in. Yeah, we probably could use some more beavers to help with stuff in these other 2. So we'll go ahead and we will do that. And then if we get some more beavers, we can... There's no haulers again. Oh, good Lord. All right. We are at 0.5 days. See if this system works. Let's see if it works. Let's see here. Can we... What is ready? Can we get one of these? So that we're not running quite as far since they are already platformed. Point 3, 0.2, 0.1. Pause. I want to close these. I know it's probably going to mean that we end up flooding, so I'm going to take it to 195. We'll do that. And where's our watercolor? So pretty, nice dark deep blue. 0.2, it's currently open. 0 contamination. I don't think I've ever sat here and looked at one of these like it was like this when it was about to turn over. I just realized something. I didn't shut the... Oh! I didn't shut the pumps off. I didn't shut the pumps off. We're flooding everything. I guess 0.9 doesn't work. 0.85. Will we flood a little less there? Okay, I want to come back up here and look at one of these. And go back to single. Oh my gosh, that's flooding everything. Come on. I have the worst built dam ever. I think we need to come in here and straighten this out a little bit. All right. Come on. We're almost there. It's about to tick over into the new day. We got no food because we just flooded it all. Come on, tick over to the other day. Oh my God. Did you see that? It went from 0 to 34%. Oh my gosh. How much did we contaminate down here? It says 0. Did y'all see that? It literally went from 0 to 34%. In like, so I think we need to think about just automatically closing that ourselves. Although, I mean, it does seem like it didn't. Why do we still have so much water leaking out this end? Close above downstream depth of like 3.5, I think. We're gonna pause this guy. We got 2 pumps running up here. Okay, so it is a 13-day drought. I mean, a 13-day bad tide is what we got. Alrighty. So I think... I don't like the way that... that caused us issues. Man... Food is a problem. Food is a big problem. We have all this stuff for this, right? gears, planks, metal blocks, 40 log, or 40 planks. We do. I'm going to kick these 2 items into high gear. All of the water pumps down here are off. These 2 up here are going to have to keep going. I think we... This seems high. I guess it is. It's closed. I'm gonna... 2.5? Because we are... Estimated time to fill 7 days. Well, we're not going to be probably able to fill. I'm going to pause this guy. Man, I wish I had a flood gauge that I could tie to that. Simple triggers is a friend that we don't have. This guy, did we... Can we get the... Yeah, replanting the mangroves. Okay, good. All right. Now, I'm thinking if we want to make this more feasible, we probably want to figure out how to do a tubeway to get water to over there. But I did say that we were going to end once we found out what we had going on for this stuff. So that is what we are going to do. I did high prioritize those, right? Yes and yes. And yes. Okay. And we've got a water pump high prioritized. Everything else is still in the gray. Alrighty. So I want to say thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you have enjoyed me messing up a lot today because my brain is not working very well today. Dyslexia for the win today. We did accomplish a bit. We finished up the reservoir. We planned out all of that stuff. We are unfortunately starving our beavers at the moment. And what else did we get done? We got the wood workshop done. We planned out for our bad water area and for a coming food factory, which is hopefully going to save us because we have 2 things of corn here that we can't use because we don't have the appropriate farm food making factory. So, alrighty. I want to say thank you for watching today. And if you haven't already, I do have a Timberborn sort of a long play video series if you're into that on YouTube. Go look for me there and you will be able to find it because I post there on Sundays and Fridays most weeks. All right, so we'll see you in the next one. Alrighty. See ya, Esco. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.